interesting story full of twists, turns, chaos, and shenanigans. If you're joining us after watching the first campaign, well, welcome back to the world. It's changed a bit, and we're here to have a story full of friendship and happiness. And who am I kidding? It's all going to be chaos and betrayal and whodunit mysteries. Maybe even some fights here and there. Let's find out what's going to happen this time. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a world of fantasy, dragons, kings, queens, heroes, warriors, and adventures. If you are just now joining us for the first time, well, welcome to a interesting story full of twists, turns, chaos, and shenanigans. If you're joining us after watching the first campaign, well, welcome back to the world. It's changed a bit, and we're here to have a story full of friendship and happiness. And who am I kidding? It's all going to be chaos and betrayal and whodunit mysteries. Maybe even some fights here and there. Let's find out what's going to happen this time. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a world of fantasy, dragons, kings, queens, heroes, warriors, and adventures. If you are just now joining us for the first time, well, welcome to a interesting story full of twists, turns, chaos, and shenanigans. If you're joining us after watching the first campaign, well, welcome back to the world. It's changed a bit, and we're here to have a story full of friendship and happiness. And who am I kidding? It's all going to be chaos and betrayal and whodunit mysteries. Maybe even some fights here and there. Let's find out what's going to happen this time. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a world of fantasy, dragons, kings, queens, heroes, warriors, and adventures. If you are just now joining us for the first time, well, welcome to a interesting story full of twists, turns, chaos, and shenanigans. If you're joining us after watching the first campaign, well, welcome back to the world. It's changed a bit. And we're here to have a story full of friendship and happiness. And who am I kidding? It's all going to be chaos and betrayal and whodunit mysteries. Maybe even some fights.
Hot, hot.
Okay, there you go. Hello. We're live.
Goodbye.
No goodbyes.
We're working on the whole time change thing.
What? Time changed?
Yep.
Here?
Unfortunately, yeah.
What?
We ran a little bit late. That's okay. We were fixing some level stuff. Hello, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Really? You gotta stay.
Oh shit, we're live?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up? What's good?
So, chat, today we found out that Luke asserts dominance over the ghost in his house by leaving things crusty in the corner.
Some things aren't meant for stream.
I was vague. Ish.
Yeah, it could be a bagel. You don't know.
Never mind.
Everybody.
I said I wasn't gonna do any shenanigans and you weren't making it really hard.
I mean, I can be mean and be like, you take 1d6 damage every time you laugh or cause shenanigans.
Fuck you! Oh god.
Alright, I'm drawing up a new character if it's worth it.
Nothing funny ever happens in this stream.
Wow. Okay.
You lie.
All right. So,
I couldn't help it. Subi left.
I guess I have to start here. Since Ty only wants to do half of her. Hi, guys. Nice to see you. I'm pretty sure she texted her work that, no, I'm not coming out on Friday. I'm playing D&D. You guys can kiss my shiny metal ass. And if you ask me again, I'm going to feed you to the dogs.
Yes.
Give me the skulls.
It's okay, Ty. Just tell him there's a height requirement to work so many days.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
Okay, the first Titus short joke.
We haven't had one of those in a while.
Don't we have those like every D&D?
What do you
We
mean?
did for a
Not just
while.
every D&D. It's like every other day.
The tail of Ty is only like 3 feet long, so.
So how is this this time skip gonna work?
So Tide looks half awake because she's too busy telling her coworkers that they are all 20-year-old Starbucks girls and they need to learn what real life means.
You said it. She didn't have
But do they make good coffee?
Yeah,
No.
but they don't even make her coffee, right? They probably make shitty coffee with shitty
Right.
grounds at work.
I'm gonna be a
they-
Starbucks girl and
you know-
not make good coffee.
You know, they wear Ugg boots to work and step in dog poop and get super mad about it.
very rarely ever get Starbucks. Very rarely.
Ugg boots and
We're-
booty shorts.
No.
We're talking about your coworkers here, Tide.
Oh, they are
not you.
Starbucks girls, yeah.
Yeah, see, exactly. I mean, yeah, it's just a problem.
I just think she makes bad coffee, apparently.
I mean, I can wear Ugg boots and short shorts and tie off the top of my t-shirt and make some coffee for you guys if you want.
Oh.
As long as you record it, buddy.
I mean, we can record it.
I was gonna say that's definitely a Pixar didn't happen kind of moment.
I just don't want it to be free on Peacock. Can we at least sell it for $1.49?
Tide, just tell your coworkers that they're too young to go out with those boys.
Just continue.
I like making fun of your coworkers.
Make fun of the coworkers then.
Do they watch the stream?
No, they don't.
God, no. They'd be like, who the fuck? What is wrong with you guys? Why are you guys such nerds?
I don't know. I don't get my makeup from Sephora's.
Oh God.
If I ever find out that her coworkers watch the stream, I'm just gonna rip into them. And I'll do it. I don't give a shit. I've heard just enough to stereotype them, and I will not be nice about it.
It's so bad.
I just start shitting on Taylor Swift and they'll leave.
No. See, that's you're only gonna get like half of them. You gotta be like, look, just because you want somebody who's taller than Jesus and makes more money than fucking whatever billionaire you think is hot, does not mean that's how the world works. Have you tried? Oh, I don't know, buying anything recently with your own money? Not your daddy's credit cards.
I felt as an animal today.
But to D&D. So last we left, they made their way back to Ekrund. Certain people tried to aggressively persuade somebody to become an adventurer. After multiple failed escape attempts.
He politely declined each time.
And one or two concussions.
It's not a turn to 5.
They were only mild.
So, they then took another quest to go investigate what's going on with some cleric out in a desert that is basically selling and hogging water.
Wait a minute, is that what we chose?
Unfortunately.
How do you guys not remember what y'all voted on?
No,
We voted on the desert.
that is in the desert.
Hey, pay attention.
No, I remember what we voted on because
I
I voted
feel
on
like
what
my
would make this
recaps
the most
aren't-
gold, and no one else voted, no one else voted for it.
I feel like
No,
my
they
recaps
they
aren't
voted
even
for
for
the
chat.
dragon.
My recaps aren't for chat. They're for you guys who just leave every Friday and go, let me just flush this information Del gave me out my ear with fucking tequila and white wine.
Look, I'm gonna be honest though. You made fun of me for making notes and said Brooke was the only note taker, so
I
now
make
it's on
notes.
you.
If
I
need
thought
to-
you had still gone with your last, like I lost my notes. Fuck it, I'm not taking notes anymore.
No, I got like 3 pages already.
My technique, if I have to remember something after a game, is to go watch the VOD.
So,
I was going to say, bro, I got like pages for like each character I have.
okay. All right, so it is a. It was not. I don't think it was posted 7 hours. I don't know.
It's automatically posted.
Yeah, it posted last week.
I just work here.
What are we talking about?
The last stream.
I just highlighted it today, but it was posted last week.
So, it is a month-long journey with your carriage from where you're going to the nearest functional town.
Wait, functional town? Like we're not even at the destination?
I'm awake, I swear.
So, the end of the recap is you guys are like, cool, all right, it's going to take a month from where you're going to like the place that you stop before you walk to this place. Yeah, you're not going to be like, I mean, unless you want to be like, cool, we're just going to go in the middle of fucking desert.
No.
Man, if only we could bum a boat. Is that specifically designed for that? Oh wait, wrong game.
Oh, you mean the sand skirter that Toilet or Chaos bought as War and is just sitting in his house somewhere because he has no sand to use it on?
He's sitting in the middle of his house.
It was the luxurious one, too.
Where he has imported sand just to surround.
I want to point out
Jesus.
that it was luxury, but it didn't have like cushion seats because cushion seats were not a norm at that point.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. So
He's had 27 years, so
Yeah.
it's probably upholstered now, yeah. So for the month-long journey, because I'm not going to make us sit here for a 3.5 hour game and discuss for the next month, do you roll for initiative or do you just wait for watch? No, I asked everybody what's going on because it's a long ass time. So let's see here.
That's a long time to be on a fucking boat.
You're actually in a carriage.
Or a wagon.
Well, yeah,
you're in a
that's
wagon. It's actually worse.
Yeah.
A wagon. Wee.
We're gonna be very stiff by the end of this.
And this isn't even upholstery; it's just wooden seats.
Oh.
Oh, more time in the corner, I guess.
So. All right, so a lot of shenanigans happen based off the fuckery of Drossith and the paladins and the puzzles and the dragons, along with some prayers here and there for some of the religious characters. Also, no, Balin does not figure out how to show that Lute's character's tail is removable.
Oh my god.
Blue, Milbrum does learn how to kind of make like some poisons, but it's a very mild poison at this point.
It's a start.
Yeah, it's a start. Let's see. So Rye for Alara spending time with Jeff, the land shark. He's effectively a dog, like an average intelligence dog.
Now, when you say average intelligence dog, are we talking about like German Shepherd or Pug?
Okay, a pug is not average intelligence in my opinion, and a German Shepherd is slightly higher than average.
We're talking like a golden retriever.
Probably more like golden retriever, honestly, with the way this thing acts.
Wait, did she get a gold bullet?
No, it's a rock colored bullet.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, at some point, it probably tries to do what Zach is doing to Lute right now.
Cook mama.
He's
I
lightly
want
choking.
petals.
He's lightly choking me out.
It's okay. He knows you're into it. So, as far as cartography schools, you can kind of map out where you're going. Sparring would have been done when you guys stopped to rest, this, that, and the other.
Wow.
Volry is kind of a coin right now.
More room in the wagon.
Yeah.
Just trying to skip all the stiffness that comes along with riding in a wagon for 30 days.
I'm almost trying to find, like, at what point, like, at some point you guys get bored, right? What happens when your characters get bored? Because that's a real question.
Bro, I got a 6 for intelligence. You think I get fucking bored?
Yes, very. And I think you just go, yeah.
I think he has an assortment of coloring books that he goes through.
And none of them are in the lines.
Oh, yeah, no, like, lines don't matter to him. He's just like,
Eventually, there's just the arts getting posted along the walls of the... that he's super proud of.
Are you kidding me? Me and Silas are sitting side by side looking at all the different grains of sand there is. Look at that one.
We can count to 20. That's it.
I'm like 1, 2. That one's a different color. What number were we on?
Yes.
Would you eat moon if it was made of barbecue spare rib?
Hey! Drossith would have eventually either had or made a makeshift slingshot just so he can aim at things and ping it as they go.
Okay.
Have we taught the dragons anything?
I mean, so remember, at this point, they're probably like 40 days old.
Their intelligence is already higher than mine at 40 days old.
Yes, but they're 40 days old, slowly learning things, because you're not going, this is a bottle every day. You're just talking to them because, let's be honest, Valen does not have the mental capacity to be like, I'm going to tell you what this is and the word for it. It's, hey, you're adorable. This is your mom and this is your uncle and his tail's removable and that guy's dumb as shit.
I like that. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
I haven't. I'm not going to make a slingshot. What I'm going to make is something. Those sticks that launch the balls.
An atlatl is what that's modeled after. Yes.
Make one of those and play with the dragons.
All right. So here's what happens when you make that. Right. You start slinging sticks, balls of yarn, whatever. The dragons don't give two fucks.
What if?
Because they're paying attention to all the animals.
Like,
the land shark, however, is changing the terrain by going into the ground and chasing it and coming up, and roots are destroyed. You're destroying. Some poor fucking gopher no longer has a home thanks to fucking Jeff.
Can do no wrong.
At some point along this journey, you have to crawl into his hole because he's playing keep away and doesn't want you to have it, and fucking Drothus is climbing in there and get the fucking ball back.
So, if we kick a rock at the end of that hole, does Drothus get stuck for a second?
I mean, all it would take would be to jump on the tunnel because he just makes a tunnel. He doesn't support it. He just digs and goes through.
Question.
Oh no.
Answer.
Okay, I'm scared.
So I take it that Droth's bottom half is just kind of sticking out of this hole.
Oh god, tail.
Don't you do
Somebody
it.
grab his tail.
Yeah, one of the nights you grab his tail, you
Let's give
yank on it.
Yeah, let's give it a yank.
It doesn't come off.
Jesus.
It doesn't come off, but you pull an angry Drosseth out of a hole. A wild Drosseth appeared. It's enraged.
He turns around and bites the shit out of you.
At that point, I'm just gonna drop him.
Jesus Christ.
Jax reached into his popcorn bucket.
Let me just.
Alara's just gonna look at the two of them. You ruined Jeff's tunnel.
No, see, at that point, Jeff comes out and gives you the ball back and is like, "Are you still playing?" Ty's over here like, "God damn it! It sounds like some of the dogs at work."
Kinda, yeah. They're kind of crazy, actually.
Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in
Put me in a room, a rubber room with rats.
The rats make me crazy.
Okay,
Like,
So-
I can't see the cat because he's black.
it's okay. I have mine. So the first week is fairly calm, and it's sunny and or partly cloudy, and there are no issues, no random encounters, no wild animals. I mean, you guys might have upset whatever fucking druids run these ecosystems, but you know.
I want to find something. Let me find it.
I was about to say, how do you know one of those prairie dogs that you messed up wasn't a druid? Hmm?
You'll never know.
Or will we?
Is he?
Yes.
Did he just chomp?
Yes.
And this is the moment in the stream, everybody, where we just watch the kitties.
I mean, his cat's being mean. Mine's just hanging out, trying to show off her butthole.
Yours is definitely doing a booty dance.
Ask me
Not on
about
stream.
my butthole.
Not for free.
Such beautiful art.
I think Lute's cat is slowly winning this fight.
Alright, so where were we at?
So, throughout the week, excuse me, is fucking cat. Good God, you trained him to be like that. That wasn't me.
Like, oh.
Wait. I just sent that to Liz. Ow. Hi, Alex.
Are you sure that's a cat? It's not a dog.
No.
I'm pretty sure we might have loaded dog software onto that cat.
He's part police dog.
No, it does not come around when I'm over there, so that's definitely not it.
So, for those of you that are more religious characters, it doesn't. What you expect from when you began your journey as whatever class you are that's religious, it's not any different. You don't normally get answers. You don't often get answers, but you still feel the same power every time you do your prayers for stuff. So, that hasn't changed. Okay. So the second week, as you guys are getting closer to the border, is rainy as a motherfucker. It is just a week of storms. No random encounters because, well, it appears that a lot of the animals are hiding, trying not to be out in the rain. It does make camping a little hard. So here's what I want. So how much rations does everybody have?
30 days worth.
It's 10 days.
Whatever they said.
Okay. So anybody who would go hunting, fishing, or scavenging for food, I need all of you to roll for the first 2 weeks. Just roll once.
Okay.
What are we rolling?
I don't think.
Yeah, what am I rolling?
If you are fishing, it will be a nature check. If you are hunting, it will be a survival check.
Okay, that'll work.
I'm gonna do this one.
I have to ask.
I'm good at survival, but I'm not good at nature. But that's
I'm
what
fishing.
I'm gonna do.
I have to ask a question before Xander rolls.
Uh-huh.
Would anyone actually ask him to come help?
Well, Laura would probably tell anyone who wants to help she's going to go hunting.
Yeah, we gotta feed our 3 children.
Okay, so if that's the case, then Xander will help them go hunting, but he's gonna do it his own way. And how he's gonna do it is he's gonna use his breastplate of etherealness to go into the eternal plane, so you can sneak up on the thing that they're hunting.
Okay, you're still gonna roll it. So this is a group check. So nobody gets advantage on this. It's just a matter. It's number of successes versus failures.
Okay. What am I rolling again?
You're dodging raindrops.
If you're hunting, you're gonna roll survival. Okay, Alex.
30-20.
Girl. Alex, I'm not gonna play my D&D game with my head cocked to the right side, okay? Move your ass. So, I would say not consecutively, but about 7. So 7 of those 14 days, you guys do manage to hunt or fish successfully. So you only end up using 7 rations unless a certain paladin is going to make good berry every night.
I mean, if I've got the spell slot, I might as well.
So here's the thing.
Whoever wasn't successful.
Seriously, when I say that, like they find enough to feed everybody, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So good berry is one of those things where, like, if you use it, cool, you don't use rations, but now you're still carrying that weight.
True.
And you're using that spell slot, not knowing if you're gonna have a fight that night.
True.
It's a single spell slot, yeah, but it's still a spell slot.
Yeah. I'll hold it for a rainy day.
Okay. All right. So take off 7 days worth of rations.
I'm assuming you mean everybody.
Yes, everybody only uses 7 days of rations.
That's fine, because I don't have any.
So.
Hi, Brooke.
So,
Hello, bro.
Oh, it's a Brooke. Brooke, hello. How is your game going? Have you stabbed anybody yet? Data Shark.
Hello, Data.
Data Shark. Hello, welcome in.
Can join tonight?
Can
That's
Coin Boy?
That's Volray. Volray is
Oh,
a
coin.
coin
Okay.
form.
I was like, where the fuck are the bubbles? I keep forgetting that I changed my notification thing to potion bubbles, like, and
So
sorry.
when he's not in this game, Volray becomes coin.
Yes.
And
So I
slightly
mentioned this
throws my
before.
hip out.
Yep. So Volry, the character, has a curse that allows us to do this because Brooke can't be here all the time. Where Volry is teleported away, magically speaking. In their place is a coin that is left. Basically, it is this is how you get from A to B. Brooke, whenever you can join, shoot me a message so I can make sure that I'm on top of that. All right, so. First 2 weeks are fine. You guys, as far as the map is concerned, just so you're aware of where you're at after 2 weeks of travel. Or where that X is.
Alrighty.
But it's 2 weeks of Lana. You are about to find out if you fuck around like that, cat.
After 2 weeks, we are still just past the lake that got made north of Ekron.
Yeah, dude.
It's a big ass lake.
I still want to know what Tarek dropped to do that.
He didn't drop anything, but okay. So after that, the next 2 weeks go by. So there will be the first 4 or 5 days of that week before you get to that little other orange piece, which is basically a border town. It's a border checkpoint.
We everybody bring their passport.
I could just ethereal myself. I'll just jump the border.
I've got this jazz, whatever the heck it is, playing right now. I'm into it.
Hang on. All right. So, Data Shark is Hermes.
Yeah,
I have questions.
just their Discord name.
Did they bring the boots? Because if they brought the boots, they're about to get mugged for the boots. Because I would love to have those boots.
Oh my god. You're more than welcome to ask.
So, this is where things get interesting. So, the second half of this journey, week 1 of part 2 of this journey is not pretty.
Oh no.
Remind me, who is from this country, basically? Drosses, who else? Eva, is that it? Okay. So you guys are used to this. The rest of you not. It's The difference here is if you guys were here and a hurricane happened, while me and Snow you're outside grilling fucking steaks, you guys are like, oh god, it's a hurricane, and we're like, that's fine, whatever. It's cool.
It's only a category 4.
I mean, I
Yeah,
guess
it's-
I'm kind of from here, sort of.
Okay. So where last week was nothing but rain, now you get to where it's massively high winds. Which for those of you that are from here know that this is how you get the tornadoes. You get the natural disasters that will wreck towns completely.
Tornadoes.
Yeah, now hang on. So remember, this is a medieval society. They don't have building code.
Hey, Del, quick question.
Yeah.
From the X to the next town, how far away is that in miles?
In miles? We went to a 4x4.
I was about to say, I thought we were measuring this like Texans, measuring it in hours or days.
Oh, I actually have a chart for that.
Also, Del, you've gotten a reply that says the boots are mine.
They will not be yours. Where is... Hang on. Sorry, I have scale photos that I use for this. It is...
Wouldn't make it be too far.
About 200 miles.
Never mind, that's a lot further than I thought. How big's the fucking lake?
Like 200 miles.
No, it's like 250, 300 miles.
The lake is 375 miles across.
Oh my
Jesus
god.
From Ekron to the furthest end.
Holy crap.
Why did Tarek that, Nate?
What did I do?
Target.
Like,
I could get, like, if you guys want the lore real quick, I'll give you the lore of why that's the way it is.
I mean, you said it was for like
My testing.
Yeah, go
weapon
ahead, Brooke.
practice. That's a big ass fucking weapon.
So it's not just for him to test weapons, right? Effectively, what happened to spawn this lake was one, as you guys were rebuilding Ekrend, you had to take a lot of extra dirt to make foundations, to level some stuff out, to make the town bigger, as well as when Tarek started teaching people how to make weapon systems, and he was testing new stuff. He basically sped up erosion by about 300 years.
I just realized that means Ekron's like almost 300 miles long.
Yeah, Ekron's got big, man. Ekron got... So hang on. Now, that box is the land that is owned by Ekron.
Yeah,
it's not
so
the town.
farm
That means
and
farm and all your crops and stuff is 300 miles across. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask questions later on about how important Ekrend is to this country now in comparison to the main city.
You guys are the premier adventures section, as well as import export for the center of the country.
Okay, so can I do a little bit of my own flavoring for Brooke's little coin?
So I'm gonna get to that in a second, because I have a plan. Now that Brooke is here, I have a plan based on what was supposed to happen, but I'm giving you guys the lore. So Tarek going, cool, I'm just gonna shoot into the ground, because the ground will stop my bullets. Sped up erosion by about 300 years, and after one of these level of storms, it actually caused like a small flood in that area, at which point when the people were like, you know what would be great if we had a lake and we put fish in it so we can also not have to import our own fish.
And then the sushi industry boom.
All ocean.
So it went from, you had your freshwater like river fish, they imported some live ones in, this, that, and the other, and it's all good.
So long as the Ekrend EPA doesn't get involved in my testing.
That would be a Lysander problem. Because we know Rug would shrug that towards Lysander.
Well, here's the other problem. Keep in mind, there is one of the quartet of counts is a druid, so or he's part druid. So I don't know. I'll have to think about that one at some point.
Okay, so where were we?
All right, so the storm's getting bad, right? So the question becomes, are you guys willing to try and hunt while it's starting to get this bad over the first week?
If anybody wants to hunt, let me know. I'll calm all weather in 5-mile radius so you can hunt and then come back.
I'll hunt.
Yeah, might as well.
There you go.
I mean,
For every day that
Exhausted.
they hunt, I will use the harp to control the weather and make it sunny and sunshine.
Is that
Josh
fish
said
too?
will as well, having known the area.
Okay.
Xander will help out, even though he doesn't eat.
Vex is a freaking city kid and has no idea what this hunting thing even is.
Gossip's more than happy to teach you how to fish.
Do we need to roll for that again?
I'll take her on that one.
So yes, you will.
Okay.
Am I doing survival again?
If you are hunting, it's survival. If you're fishing,
It's nature.
it's nature.
I give myself guidance.
Yeah.
Cool.
And his left arm and right leg gave him druid stuff. Yes, that's how it works.
So remember, not all roads lead to Ekron, but the major ones do.
Any of the important ones do.
But said we can work on that.
The rest of them have apparently small rivers that lead to them.
You
I
guys
mean,
did-
we got
Got
this
14.
river that's really close. I don't know if we've bothered to try to connect it.
You have not, because effectively what's there is this is where it gets fun. So that where that starts is a small, I call it a small mountain. That where it has a hot spring at the top and then trickles down.
We have hot springs, guys.
The way I wrote this was at one point, Tara kind of like, hey, let's just connect these. And then enough people went, if you fuck with the hot spring, you will no longer have railguns. And Tara decided the hot spring can stay.
I think a lot of us might have failed that one.
Yeah.
So it's not so much that a lot of you failed it, as it wasn't quite as good as it could have been. So you guys get about 3 days worth of hunting into this. Now, one of these nights, is you guys are on the side of one of these roads. Probably a night that it's too, even though somebody can change the weather, right? You don't change it till like, oh, it's time to hunt. The animals are already fucked off. Like they're like we're out, right? You don't find much.
I can only hold it for 8 hours.
Yeah. So you're kind of doing your things. Volry does pop up. Like mid unpack. And you guys are like unpacking, you look over, you're like, cool, look back over. Hey. Well, Volry's back. Probably standing or sitting in the carriage.
Has he explained to us what's actually going on, or is this just happening? We're like, what the?
No, we
The
don't.
only people who are aware that Volry comes and goes from the coin so far, like from seeing it, is Drossith and Xander. Everybody else just sees Volry disappear and reappear randomly.
No, Milgram knows. Because
Yeah,
him and Drossith had that conversation.
Okay.
I've mentioned it once.
Uh-oh.
And if people are paying attention, they heard it. But I've mentioned it once that I have a curse that lets me come and go.
Somebody was screaming too much at the party last night.
Sinus infection.
Oh, fun.
Oh.
So, I'm guessing this is as we're setting up camp, correct? Or we've started to, and we're getting started for that?
It is as you are unloading stuff from the carriage to set up camp.
You also sees Volray appear, and he, oh, okay, and he sits down when he's got, digs through the back, he's like, and pulls out a bag that kind of always sits in the corner. He's like, here's your stuff.
Thank you. And Lori just goes ahead and starts unpacking. Like nothing's happened.
Like, it's just another day and it's another fucking Tuesday.
It's another Friday, you mean?
It's a bag of camping gear that's used, has less wear and tear on it, but it's...
So here's what I need to know. So you guys are camping in the middle of a massive wind and rainstorm.
Would we have found something to camp against, like a side of a hill, cliff, etc.?
Not here, no. Like your best bet would be, like under a large thicket of trees, at best.
Are we able to locate that?
Yeah. That's already been done, right? But
so,
just
with my background, having been from here, having spent time outdoors as a kid, also the military or guard type thing, would I be able to set us up as best as possible for this kind of weather without being like, we're not happy, but we're not miserable.
So I would say a combination of enough of you that have probably lived out in the middle of nowhere or on the run or military, you set up as best you can. Those of you, Brooke, is Volry from this area? I can't remember.
That's a good question. I think not. I think Lori's like new to it.
I would
I'll
have
play it off that because I personally have no knowledge.
Okay.
I probably would have mentioned like not spreading out quite so far and trying to connect different tents just so that we have more coverage. Trying to stay dry. And also interconnect it with the wagon as best as possible.
Okay.
Maybe not closest to the tallest tree.
Hey,
Yes.
I'm gonna meme for a second. I'm just gonna sleep in my ethereal form and just not get rained on.
Okay.
That was said happily.
It does not say that it takes concentration. It just says it lasts 8 hours.
Nope. I know. All right. So I need everybody to roll a Constitution check.
Okay.
Except for Snowy,
Okay.
to see if they can get restful sleep through this storm throughout the week.
Not me. I should have fucking
Saving
rolled the
throw
other
or
one.
check?
Tied.
I
We have
know.
this conversation.
I know. I know.
Y'all, I
Oh,
sleep like a
no.
fucking baby.
Me too.
I didn't sleep at all.
I didn't sleep
I
either.
am so good. Like, I'm here in the storm, fucking best sleep I've had this whole trip.
Oh man.
I
One
did.
mixture nostalgia, more just getting knocked out from the sleepy, rainy,
All right.
stormy noise.
So, yeah. So, funny enough, Drossith, what did you roll, Drew?
I don't know why. I
Why
forgot.
didn't it show up? It's weird. I rolled a 19.
Okay, it's there. All right. So, funny enough, Drossith, Drew Gulk, Alara, Valen, they just were like, cool, whatever. If I get taken away by a tornado, doesn't fucking matter. Melbrum and Vex,
You get restful sleep, but it's more of it takes you longer to get to sleep. And you're a little bit on edge with the weather the way it is.
Okay.
Same with Volry. Volry's biggest problem is that a certain animal will not stop trying to hide under you.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
Is it Jeff?
Say what?
I said, is it Jeff?
No.
Jeff just tunnels.
I would hope it's my owl griffin and not
Yes.
any of the dragons or Jeff.
Hey, Jeff is just a cuddle bug. That's all he is.
Can't Jeff like soften up the ground for us? It's a little comfier.
Yeah.
Make it like pillows.
Exactly.
All right. So, because now I need to roll this and see what happens. So, ooh, lovely. Okay. So, here's how this is gonna work. So this happens before you guys, like, as you guys get to the border town. So, Silas and Eva are exhausted when you guys get to the border checkpoint, or border crossing, depending upon how your character would address it. So, you guys get there, and it's some guards, right? And they ask for papers. Do any of you not give them, like, cool, here is like here's my adventurer's ID card. This is like the paper for the quest you guys are on. Does anybody not do that?
Question.
Answer.
Did they just ask for papers?
Papers, please.
Yes, they did.
Oh no.
Valen's just gonna hand them a stack of paper.
Oh.
Just completely blank.
No, they're the drawings you made the entire way.
Yeah, they're my colorings. The papers with Valen's colorings on them.
Oh.
I can't fault this.
He looks very proud.
Yeah, he's standing there with a huge shit-eating grin on his face, like he is damn proud of what he just handed over. He's kind of sitting there like, what do you think? Huh?
One more question.
Huh?
Do I know these guys?
No, you don't.
Okay, damn.
I think since Silas is so tired, he's gonna pester him for to get some coffee.
So everybody else gives their stuff. They get to Valen, and there's this look of just, the fuck did you just hand me?
Pictures.
He doesn't ask. He just has that look. And he looks up and he goes, who brings their kids drawings on a trip?
Oh no.
The dragons didn't do that. I did that.
He's really proud of that one.
The look behind X's mask would be hilarious right now.
There's that look of like, oh, doesn't get hidden well at all. And
Valen's not gonna pick up on that, just so you know.
Like Silas will look over and go, "Aren't they good?"
He goes, I need the same thing your friends just gave me.
What'd they give you? Silas, what'd you give him?
He needs your
Give him
password.
that card thing. What was the name on it?
Well, why didn't you say so? Just
I thought you had a good idea.
Lord.
Okay. He then lets you guys go.
Gossip runs back over and grabs the papers from him. And like,
He's getting better, I promise.
Joseph's just an instigator.
We're in the desert.
So yeah,
City. Desert.
who brought desert gear?
What's desert year?
Yeah, what's desert
Cool.
here?
Awesome.
I'm
You
literally
guys-
a lizard.
I get it. You're a lizard in your underpants. Whatever.
Laura doesn't know what's desert.
What are you, a desert lizard
You
or a
guys
forest lizard?
start your journey, and it goes from it's like a normal like forest. It's kind of cool, all that stuff. To every hour, it gets hotter and
Okay.
hotter.
The armor's got to be so hot.
For those of us in the south, it's like going out at 9 o'clock and then at 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock going, oh no, this is going to be a bad day.
You just start sweating a little bit and you'll be fine.
Yeah, but those of us today aren't wearing plate fucking armor like two of these dumbasses.
I was gonna say, who's doing that? That's not a me.
You wanna know what it
For
feels
them,
like
probably.
wearing
It's not.
full plate armor in the summer in 100 and some odd degrees?
Do you?
Yes,
No,
I know
but
exactly how that
I know
feels.
which
I might get to do some of that Monday.
Adele,
Yeah.
I think you can probably understand why Xander's not really gonna change into anything else. than
No, I
what he
gotcha.
has done.
I gotcha. Nobody has to change. I'm just pointing this out. So for the rest of you, when you look over at your friends in plate armor, not only are they sweating a fuck ton, but the lovely padding, the gambeson under their armor
Oh.
is much darker shade and is dripping.
Oh.
They have
Ew.
sweat through the padding in the gambeson.
Hold on. Did you fuck up my hair?
Yes.
It's just like frizzy.
It looks wet.
What happens when you go? I actually don't know. I've never had long enough hair and traveled. Can somebody tell me what happens when you go from a high humidity place to a low humidity place with
Oh
long
god,
flowing
the
locks?
static.
Oh yeah, the static is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
You have so much frizz going on.
So you've got a fro now.
So on top of wearing like full metal armor that is rubbing against each other.
Oh.
So yeah, Valen now has fucking static hair.
Joseph has like his tail wrapped around a little fan, and he's waving himself a little bit, and he's like waving the paladins a little bit, going back and forth between them. It's like, you all can take that off, right?
I was gonna
Aim
say,
for their pits.
We're not actually fighting anything for a while, so I mean,
Actually,
It's
it's kind of
okay.
looking.
It's like,
Vex kind
I know
of
it's a normal joke, but also we
Joseph's
need the
live.
water we have.
Vex is kind of looking around confused, considering he's not having any problems at all. Oh wait, is that? Oh, he has that armor. Oh, well.
Adele,
Hmm.
is there any place that Xander can go to kind of like ask questions about this cleric person?
Well, considering you guys have just crossed through the like the little, tourist travel rest area, not yet. No.
Okay.
Does he ask questions of whom? Is the question?
No.
Dell,
Hmm.
what time is it?
Game time, move.
Oh, I was about to say, in general, this is the next like the last week of your journey. So
Well, I was
Hey.
gonna say during all the hottest times of the day, can I just make it slightly rain to cool us all
You can also change the temperature too.
sure, you know what? Yeah,
Oh,
you
God,
can make
humidity.
it rain
off? I'm not
every
talking
fucking
about like
day for a week in a desert. Yeah, no, that's good.
it's
Cool.
like a light rain, maybe cloudy.
Okay.
Blue wants it to be yellow rain.
Mist.
It's like a
We're-
summer humidity.
We're fucking
Yeah.
up the ecosystem.
Yeah, the
You know,
ecosystem is
for,
not happy.
for 8 hours a day, we just get a little bit of cloudy time and a bit of rain.
from like 2% humidity to like probably
30%.
Oh.
It's now hot and slightly more humid.
That's
Yeah.
gross.
We're sweating more.
Yup.
That's a y'all problem.
No, it's not that you're
I
sweating more.
have
It's that your
really
sweat is
nice
not
brain
evaporating.
Oh.
Which is worse, actually.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So,
So process is like.
Do you hear this
specifically
whining for
pinpointing
30%
the
humidity?
I hear
sweaty
it.
part.
Why is Drossith hot? He's a lizard. This should feel great for him.
I am fanning the paladins.
Oh, okay.
So we
I'm
don't
just
pass
sitting
out.
in the back of the truck laughing at everybody that's super hot in armor.
I'm being kind and trying to give Valen a reason to not go after my tail anymore.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hmm.
So, you guys, would you guys like to start traveling at night?
No, because then we're just going to be freezing.
I'm fine.
I'm fine, says the fucking lizard.
Look, if the plate mail's too much for people, they can take it off.
So,
We still have a wagon as far as I know.
yes. All right. So here's the real question.
That actually
How-
is a good question, Del. How does the wagon work in desert?
They still have paved roads with some sand over it, so it still works like a wagon where the wheels turn while your animal's pulling it, and you go along the road.
What
As
kind
someone
of
who's
desert
never
is
been in a
this?
desert, I mean,
Oh,
I've been
okay,
in
fair
like
enough.
4 to 5
Fair.
strands of desert. Sometimes the desert is sand. Most deserts are just dirt and rock.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then there's the deserts that look dry and they're completely wet underneath.
I do have a very important question about this whole travel into the desert situation.
Huh.
Do our horses have names?
Oh gosh.
Have we named
yeah,
them?
food
Has
number
Valen named
1
them?
and 2.
Right.
He
and
paid for them.
Emergency
Oh,
ration?
I'm just, that was a reference check, and I think
So
somebody got it.
Alara
No.
definitely would have named them.
I got it. I'm just.
I'm not. I'm pretty sure Dell got it. I'm just trying to see who else would.
So, here's the fun question. How would the party react to,
Jesus.
I don't know, to them, what looks like the ground erupting and a giant purple worm-looking thing making entire groups of animals disappear?
Oh.
Bitch.
Tremors.
Depends.
What do you mean?
Depends.
What do you mean,
Is it
bitch?
attack-
What?
Is it attacking us?
How far
You
away?
would
is it?
see
Yeah, how far away is it?
Probably about 200 feet.
Well, it's not
you would
attacking
see
us.
Joseph
Leave it alone.
pull out his halberd. It would ignite, and he'd say, "Fucking finally." That's what you'd see Joseph do.
I'm gonna
That
just
should
be
just be
like,
like,
hopefully,
chill out.
cool.
So it's just like if it's not attacking us, just leave it alone.
Right?
Let's just go.
I'd rather not be.
Nature.
Nature.
As Rug, I'll fight the giant flaming centipede. As Melbrum, no.
I think you can do
Alara
it.
would, Alara would probably pet Jeff. One day you will eat that thing.
Jeff's sitting there with his tongue out. Yeah.
So I think it's a majority vote. Just kind of just leave it alone.
Can we just send Eva just to wrestle it? Just
I'm
just
already
gra-
going.
just grab it by the tail and just
Whack, whack, whack,
It
whack.
just
Yeah.
makes me think of what fucking movie was that?
Hulk and Loki.
No, I think of Jack Jack from The
Avengers.
Incredibles at the end where the baby's just like,
Oh,
chirp,
man.
chirp, chirp.
I-
But yeah,
so
The
here's the thing.
Incredibles too.
I mean, if Valen wants to try and yeet an Eva at a giant purple worm,
Oh god.
he can certainly give it a whack.
No, not gonna do that.
We already have the lizard walking towards it, don't we? Or the dragon.
Grab
He
his
did not
tail.
say he was walking towards it. He just said finally.
I got told no by Vex.
Vex just kind of went, no, down, boy, down. He wouldn't have said it that way, but
It would have been
That-
easier just have Eva grab him by the tail. You're just gonna come with us.
All right. So, you guys do find town at the end of the week. You're supposed to get to.
Guys
Load up
never
this
let
map.
me have any fun.
Wonder how
It's
many
a fairly small town.
I've made.
It's called Zusir.
I have a question.
You have an answer.
Do they have any crayons in the general store? We need to restock.
My God.
That's okay.
This question is
No.
not just for me, okay?
The mission just said priest. Was it supposed to give us a name or no?
It did not.
Okay.
Hey, Dell. I actually cannot see the map. I don't know if anyone else can. If everyone else can.
Oh, hang on.
Nor can I.
Hang on.
Nope.
I forgot to click one setting. Un momento, por favor.
I was gonna say, look at
Ta-da!
Hey!
Wow, that's the town.
Ooh.
They have
We
this is
can
a well.
eat it.
This is
I see
pretty.
a town that we're going to spend way too much time in.
Ooh, what's in this one?
So,
Okay.
What's in this one?
So I'll do first off. Is there like a tavern anywhere that we can start like asking questions,
So
asking people questions about?
Yeah.
there's
Questions. That's what I want.
there's a tavern, there's an inn, they have a blacksmith that you guys see. This place looks pretty run down though.
Yeah. Xander's gonna go over to the tavern and kind of just ask around and be like, just kind of like tell people like him and his group are here to investigate this cleric that's supposedly holding the town's water supply hostage, and what do they know about it?
Okay.
That
Anybody
sounds
else?
like we're gonna get turned into the authorities. I'm going to the blacksmith. Away from that.
I was about to say, Vex is going to start looking for his sort of people. Pretty quick.
Is there any temples or churches?
There are not.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll visit the blacksmith with Milgram.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, my mommy called me.
I'll go to the blacksmith too.
Hi, Mama Todd.
Is
Where
the
are all
tavern
the-
in the same building or two separate
No, they are.
buildings?
They are not. They are two separate buildings.
Okay. Xander, what building are you going to?
The tavern.
Okay. I want to go to the inn.
Everybody's going to the top.
Yeah. You're welcome.
I'm sorry. I might be new at this adventuring thing, but I'm pretty sure the first thing that you do is not tell the people that are getting held at ransom, basically, that we're
They
here
can
to help
certainly, they can certainly try to arrest me.
I'm here to inform
What?
you about the car's extended warranty.
them.
So here's what happens. Xander walks in, pulls out his government badge, goes, "I'm from the government. I'm here to help." You start asking questions. You get a lot of people that appear to be exhausted, depressed, worn out, and just like, "Oh, cool." One person looks, she goes, "Oh, another one. Awesome."
Is there any other information just besides kind of just nothing?
So the one that says, "Oh, another one," what are you actually asking him? He's the only one that like actually talks to you. The rest give you like grunts and noises and just ignore you.
Just to ask if he can tell Xander whatever, anything he knows about the supposed cleric.
The fuck was that, Alexa? Okay. My bird just hissed at my cat. Like full on cat hissed at the cat.
So there's just a theme going on
Wrong
in
software.
your house where you just keep giving the animals the wrong software.
No,
Yes.
cockatiels can mimic stuff. I didn't realize she could mimic a cat hiss.
I'm already a victim of this.
I'm waiting for him to just have a fucking rabbit that starts chasing the dogs around, barking at him.
My dog is right here. Just laying.
All right, Snowy, what were the questions again? I'm sorry. Alexa hissing at the cat threw me way the fuck off.
Basically, he just wants to get basically as much information about this cleric as he can.
Okay. The TLDR of all this, right? That takes you probably about 30 minutes for them, like the back and forth. It's some cleric that they have no idea who the fuck he is. He moved in about 2 years ago. At one of the temples out in the middle of fucking nowhere. That has one of the only oases within a couple hours walk.
But they have a well right there.
The well's dried out.
Oh, okay.
They used to have clerics and a temple here that would use create water and do all the fun stuff because they're in the desert. Well, they left for whatever reason. And now to get water, they either have to pay a fuck ton of money or do whatever this cleric wants. And the last group that came in to help them was a group of young, brand new adventurers that were told, oh, go explore this cave and I'll give the town water.
Do they have any water, like even tainted water?
Right now, they have some water to survive. They have a amount. They keep paying for it. But the guy tells Xander that, well, they went in the cave and they haven't seen them since.
Okay. I don't have anything like a map or anything.
There's a guy making
Someone does.
Someone didn't come with me. Anyways, does the tavern have like a map that he could possibly buy to where this guy can kind of like mark where this?
Yeah, it's 50 gold.
Where this cleric's hideaway is?
What do you mean past tense? Somebody's at the highest point of this town just drawing.
So,
jump really high.
Nobody here has a map to give you. Mostly because the people that live here, they survive here.
Yeah.
And don't have a map to give you, but they do tell you that it is northeast at about half a day's walk.
Okay.
Oh, it's not too bad.
In the desert?
He does inform you that you better hope that you know exactly which way northeast is because the terrain will change.
Nice.
What?
It's a desert.
While things are... What?
I would hope that a few of us probably have a compass.
Doesn't somebody have a... Oh no, that curse is gone. Never mind.
Yeah.
That'd been funny as fuck.
Right.
It's only like what, the first
like
a couple
4
weeks.
days.
Actually, no, mine was like 2 weeks.
The curse
Still
is
don't-
also God tied.
Still
to
been
it.
funny as fuck.
I know.
It would have been funny.
Well, my turn's basically just going to be waiting until everyone regroups, and then I'll relay the information.
Okay.
Drossith will be trying to take care of the carriage, getting our animals situated, because that's... You take care of your equipment and your
Gotcha.
stuff first.
Real quick, Subi asked me this because of level stuff, just as a heads up, because I've been digging through this in 2024. If you take stuff like Great Weapon Master or stuff that adds to your things, it does not mean that it negates your weapon mastery. So, for example, because you asked me about Great Weapon Master, Heavy Weapon Mastery means that you add the damage, and it doesn't mean you don't get the weapon mastery. You still get topple.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't know.
Q, because it says immediately after you score a critical hit with
Right.
a melee weapon, it's you have to meet this condition, and then you can make another attack as a bonus action.
Right.
So
okay.
you're not losing out on your weapon mastery. Weapon
Very
mastery is a sidestep from everything else. Just so everybody's
Okay,
aware,
cool.
because it's all new stuff.
Also, I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
add to chat. So Detenchi, not everyone's stuff was removed. Only if they chose to. I still have my blood list.
Yeah, not everybody got their stuff removed. For example, Volray's stuff stayed because it helps us narratively with this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
I kept my gills.
Yep.
Yeah.
I allowed people that if they wanted to keep their wish, they were, or their
Yeah.
curse, they would allow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I kept mine.
So,
I also have weapon mastery, so I can kind of walk you through that.
well, and I was saying that for the group because I imagine at some point something is going to come up with another thing like that. It's easier to be like, cool, somebody asked, throw it out there. And if anybody's watching this and never wonders, because they're like, well, this makes sense in 2024. So,
It was kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
don't get me wrong. I'm also sad that Drossith can see humans again because that was funny as
Or
fuck.
that we can't walk him around like a balloon.
Right.
That one was not nearly as funny because, by the way, this town, all humans.
Oh God, there's nobody here.
Oh my god.
If you want to give me a magical weapon, we can make that happen again.
All right. So, the rest of you, some of you went to the blacksmith. For what?
Well, information and figure out what kind of materials he can make.
So he makes stuff out of bronze, iron, and obsidian.
Oh. What's it got?
How does he get the obsidian?
So there is a mine south of here that they found obsidian in.
Neat.
Okay. And does this guy also look exhausted, or is he more lively than the rest of them?
I mean, he looks like exhausted, but you know, he's a blacksmith. He does not look as defeated and depressed as some of the people that Xander is seeing. So
Does he have any long sword?
he does have, so he doesn't have anything magical. He does have a longsword.
Is it better than my long sword?
It is a regular longsword.
So no, it's not.
No.
You're not gonna find anything better than what's in that print.
Yeah.
But
It was not.
But he does have some stuff that is aesthetically prettier. Like he has some stuff that has like jeweled hilts. It is effectively a club. He has maqueedles, for those of you that know what those are. Who doesn't know what those are?
What the fuck is that?
Is that the
A
Aztec
maqueedle is an Aztec war club that had obsidian, like basically saw blades on it.
It's
on
like
a wooden
they
pad.
look like
Fuck,
the
those?
freaking backsword.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody knows what they are. No one just knows what they're called.
I want one. Will I use it? I don't know. I want one.
I hope you have
So,
to use it. Or don't need
He
it.
has maqueedles, which for D&D purposes are just, you can have a single-handed one, which is a club. Which, fun note, the Aztec had club ones for regular day use, and then the two-handed one for the Spanish. So he has one-handed and two-handed. He also has obsidian daggers, as well as obsidian-tipped arrows and bolts.
Ooh.
Will I have a
Look at the
chance to go
daggers.
talk to him
Yeah.
after I'm done? I want to show him my pike and be like, "Can you make an obsidian one of these?"
Yeah, it's just a book. Yeah, it's just an obsidian tip on a stick. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You have any morning stars?
So morning stars, no, he can't make a morning star that's obsidian. He has a regular morning star.
How much for the one that saw?
The Maqueedle?
Yes.
So it will follow, let's see. You want a one-handed or two-handed?
One.
So it will follow. It'll actually follow the mace for single-handed. That's where is it? Come on. Can you use a mace?
For two
Yes.
Right. Okay. So a mace.
Hello,
For some reason-
Rave. Thank you for the
There it is.
follow.
Like I couldn't find mace on here. It is going to be 3 gold for a mace. Now, before you decide you want this, I will say, so because this stuff has obsidian, which is glass, technically, if you roll a natural 1 with the weapon, you have to roll a D100, and you have a chance of breaking the glass on it.
What are the positives?
They look cool.
It looks cool.
It looks super cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, for fun note, you never have to sharpen obsidian. Just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah.
Oh, I want an
Because every
obsidian
time it
longsword.
chips, it just makes more razor blades.
Yeah. So he doesn't have an obsidian longsword because he explains he can't get it to stay structurally sound at that length.
So just 3 gold.
3 gold for basically add a mace to your character sheet, and then in the notes section of the mace put obsidian mace, and I don't know what that is.
I'm guessing the daggers are just a couple gold apiece.
The daggers are 1 gold per dagger.
I'm grabbing 2 of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the mace.
Okay.
I want an obsidian pike.
You want a spear or a pike?
Pike.
Pike is going to be 4 gold.
4 gold.
A normal pike is 5 gold.
4 gold.
Stop jacking off your ghost friend, Jesus Christ.
No, you were like 4 gold.
Loot's gonna get tied fucking canceled. Alright. Anybody else buying obsidian weaponry at all?
I think
What-
that
what
Vex
else
will
is
get an-
there?
Vex will get an obsidian dagger just for
Okay.
giggles.
Yeah, I was
1
thinking about
gold.
the same. 2 of them.
2 daggers, okay.
If he doesn't
Well,
have
I
a
get a
long
dagger as
sword
well.
or a bastard
So you said
sword,
2 gold?
I just want the shiny for later.
So a single
it's
obsidian
gold.
dagger is 1 gold.
So I went, okay.
Yep.
what about
Now-
an obsidian tower shield?
No, that would shatter
Jesus.
instantly.
Well,
He can make an obsidian axe.
Wow.
So basically, the blade of the axe head is just obsidian.
What about a scythe? Oops.
No, same problem as the longsword, right? A scythe is an entire blade that requires
Yeah.
a specific fold for the steel. By the way, thank you, D&D, for making me learn how all of these weapons are made when I never wanted to know this.
Yes, you did.
Don't give us options.
Oh, it's gonna be. Is there custom hawks that don't have obsidian daggers in here?
Yeah, just
So-
add the normal one, and then you can name it Obsidian Dagger.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
I was gonna ask the blacksmith about the priest cleric guy, but I'm guessing the TLDR is just gonna be the same thing I was told.
He actually is fairly new here and does not know much about it. He just knows that they have an issue with the water supply.
Does he not purchase water?
He does, but the town itself basically pools together and buys an allotted amount of water.
Does he know around about how much it costs?
He knows he has to give them 10 gold every other week.
So we just bought him water for a month.
We need to end this, dude.
So
I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Yeah.
As I say, potty break.
I was
Yeah,
like,
it's-
yeah,
yeah, I bet say it's about that time. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Just did it.
I totally have a secondary thing I want to do once we all meet up.
Okay.
Save. Yes. Yes. Cool. Obsidian daggers.
Oh.
2. Cool. Alright, guys. Sorry, I wanted to add that real quick. I'll be right back.
You're back. days.
Need to yell at us for like 2 hours.
We're back. Oh man. Sorry, everyone had to take really long poop breaks.
Yeah, and then we're talking about my buddy's bachelor party where I partially got yelled at as part of the wedding party because you shouldn't have let him eat Taco Bell at 2 a.m. and get sick. And I go, he is the one that asked for Taco Bell. It's his bachelor party.
Entirely his fault.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got yelled at because, yeah. He's like, I want Taco Bell. All right, man, cool. Standing on the side of the road, Taco Bell coming out his face hole, and the lovely lady in the drive-thru, because we were living the next party over, was like, do y'all need some napkins? I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
At least it wasn't Jack in the Box tacos.
Anyways,
we don't have Jack in the Box down here.
as we were.
So,
I have multiple plans. Let's go.
So a thing happens while you guys are going throughout town. Everybody kind of separated. Something you hear screaming from the direction you guys came in the town from.
Investigate like a
Dropset
good,
draws
a
his
good
helmet. He's
adventure.
like, flame on. And
It's
Oh
not
my
flame, it's
God.
electric, right?
It's
no,
electric.
Boogie,
I'd
woogie,
like
woogie.
for it, if I can flavor this electric, please.
You have the flame tongue halberd. It's fire.
Mm. Yeah.
So who runs towards the screaming?
Axel runs towards the screaming like a good little adventure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Xander will as well.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Laura,
we're going that direction.
Haha, there be a fight!
Okay.
Yeah, get some.
You guys run and see Silas standing there with a potted plant and screaming coming from somewhere near you guys. Jimmy, what happened to you? Why are you a potted plant?
He's still
Oh, I
running.
can't see my arms.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Vaxel
What?
What am I hitting?
Vaxel looked to his bush, look up, look to his bush, and just kind of give that. And look, like you have explaining to do. Look,
To who?
whoever's standing there with the potted plant.
You guys will only see Silas there. You hear somebody yelling about Jimmy. How'd you become a potted plant?
Where's Jimmy?
I'm just standing there, just giggling around the corner from them.
Why is Jimmy?
Now you guys run up. Silas is around the corner giggling. And he's like, Jimmy, how'd you become a cop? Why are you a potted plant? Why can't I see my own hands? Oh no!
God.
See the edge of the horizon.
I'm
Am I
God.
dead? Oh no!
Why can't I move my arms? Why can't I move my eyes?
As you guys are standing there staring at the scene, you hear, can you see me? Am I alive?
Jesus.
Alice, what the fuck did you do?
You guys remember those bargain bin potions?
Oh, that explains a lot.
Who is Jimmy?
Jimmy's
I've
the
got
potted
no
plant,
idea.
apparently! He's my friend! He was nice! He's dead!
He's not dead.
Who killed Jimmy?
You just gotta water him
The
every
guy that
day.
gave us the bottles, he said we would be cooler if we drank them, and now we're... Ah!
Jota starts smashing the bottles.
I don't know if that's a good
Tell.
idea.
He said they were cherry flavored, and now I can't
Tell.
see my hands, and Jimmy's a plant!
He stops. He's like, "Were they cherry flavored?"
I'm gonna ask that too.
Yeah, we'll ask
Hey,
him.
Mel.
Were they actually cherry flavored?
No.
They were
What
just
they
red.
flavored? They were just red.
I don't know, man. I never thought about what her fucking Willow's potions taste like.
Cheese.
You never asked.
It's
Alright,
Willow.
let's taste it.
Cheese.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That was great.
He points at Silas and is like, "You're made of lies and deceit."
You should guys see the potted plant lift up and it shakes. Jimmy, talk to me! Are you alive in there?
I'll take a little bit of water and give him a little bit of water.
Something. If the effects don't wear off in 4 hours, please contact your local shaman or medicine woman. Oh my god.
I'll walk over to the guy that can't see his hands. Like, it's only gonna be a couple more hours.
Here, buddy.
You don't know that if they have no labels on them.
Yeah, Jocelyn will walk over and is like, "Here, calm down, buddy. Have a potato."
Oh no.
Yes.
The pot gets put down and the potato is floating there and he goes, "Okay."
It'll calm me right down.
Go eat it, man. It
A
helps.
little bit of starch and carbs, it calms everybody down.
Can you see me? No, you can't. He's invisible.
Maybe if you eat the potato, he'll be able to see you.
Joseph will look at him and he's like, "They're back. They're back."
You hear the crunch of the potato being eaten.
That looked terrible.
Oh man.
Let's go on this important mission, guys. You know what? Never mind. Let's terrorize the
Joseph will be
town.
wondering
Shenanigans.
talking about how they have returned and nobody knows what he's
All right.
seeing.
So as you're going on about they have returned.
There's like a shiny hat on his head now that he's pulled out of his
Oh,
pocket
hang
and
on.
formed his
Hang on.
legs.
The potato shifts and you're, "Hey, it just fire comes at Drosseth. So you take 1 fire damage.
Worth it.
As then random fire is like, "Oh my god!" Every time there's like words, fire is flying at me.
Flyer is flying everywhere.
They're back!
Fire
Oh,
flies.
they're back! I told you all!
And they're breathing fire now.
You guys are horrible people.
They're putting chemicals on the water! Akron's in danger!
Okay. So, after all that, the invisibility wears off, the guy turns back into a person, and they want nothing to do with y'all.
See, I told you we'd go back to normal.
I wonder why.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they've been completely traumatized.
They're actually thinking of what Vex would be doing. He'd be like, he'd get out a piece of parchment, just start taking a few notes. Mention, you know, when Silas mentions where he got it to write that down, I was like, yeah, I might need to hand this to somebody when we get back.
So,
Folds it up, puts it in his pouch, and then
is
Guys
approaching
and-
dinner time at this point.
I mean, do we have? I mean,
Is there somewhere?
I mean,
Okay.
I'm gonna say, do we have a target yet? Do we have a location? Do we have a dude to stab yet?
If
Imagine
everybody,
we're all back at the tavern and we're about to start talking about this.
Probably
Okay.
after the debacle.
after like three people terrorize the townsfolk for a little bit.
And Vex makes notes that yes, we need to start at the FDA when I get back to Akron.
Just don't drink the cherry ones.
So, as
He said they didn't taste like cherry.
Dang it! I figured the color of it was cherry.
as
I didn't ask
everybody
what it
is,
did taste like.
Go back and find them.
Snozzberries.
Was it chili peppers?
as everybody is getting together and sitting down to either eat or do whatever you want, Xander will come up and kind of give everyone a rundown of the things that he's learned. So, he'll tell them about how this cleric is basically taken over the only water supply in town, and that he's basically charging them out of house and home to get water, and that's why this town is so run down. And he will tell them that this cleric's hideout is about half a day's walk northwest, and that the last set of adventurers that came to take care of this, he sent them on a quest into some sort of cave, and the adventurers were never heard from again.
They were lousy adventurers then.
Does anybody else have any questions?
Sounds good to me.
Where do they meet him for the payment, or do they go there?
They went to the tavern keeper that I talked to said that he has a temple about half a day's walk, and that's where they went.
Anybody in the tavern want to take us there?
I have a question. Is anybody down for a little bit of water witching?
Go on.
Water what now?
Just chewing your food, Del.
Use smaller words.
I'm sighing because I can see Loot actually doing this if we ever go camping, and I'm already done.
Dousing. That's the other word for it. Dousing. So we need to find a stick that's shaped like a Y, and I'll go talk to the blacksmith. And then he looks over, and we're at the tavern. He's like, "You!" And he sees the blacksmith. He's like, "Tomorrow, can you make me 2 copper shaped, not wires, but a little bit thicker than that, in the shape of this shape?"
Sure.
I have a plan. I have a plan, guys.
You just get this sigh from Xander, and he looks over to Malbrum. What was your question again, Malbrum?
Anybody here want to get paid to take us to the temple?
The folks here, they kind of seem to not want anything to do with this cleric at all. So I'm
but they want water.
I mean, if you give me like 24 to 48 hours, then maybe I can do something, and then we'll get put in at the cleric. He might not be necessary anymore, really.
My assumption is that they will. You are free to ask, but my assumption is that they do not want to be anywhere near this cleric.
I mean, what they ultimately need is water, so...
I mean, there is a very straightforward answer here. Find cleric, kill cleric. And about to say, $5 says he hasn't been talking to his god recently. And he's pissed off about it.
I feel like we should do both. Both is good.
Both?
Yeah. We get to solve the water crisis, and we get to fight a priest.
Take him home with us.
I'm just going to kind of look at the paladins. Kill the cleric, huh?
Who? No, we're not killing my wife.
Oh, Jesus.
Excuse me.
He looks over at Melbourne and is like, you want to kill his wife?
You kind of just see
Kill
Xander.
some people.
For those who are watching him close enough, he gets this. There's a brief flash of like mischievousness on his face. Like, you want to kill his wife?
You just see Xander just facepalm into his hands with a long and just tired sigh. He just walks away, and then a few people could probably just hear him mumble, just idiots, as he just starts walking away.
Are you telling me that these townspeople are really that worried and distraught?
I think if we find them water, they'll be all right.
They don't just need water. How many people are around us, Del?
Probably about 30 in the tavern.
People, fear not. Let me tell you about Our Lady of Silver.
Oh,
Jesus, I need to turn you down I need to turn you down.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn down to like 20.
The
'cause
minute
Jesus
you
Christ.
start this, people actually get up and leave.
The moment he says this, I will key in. I will huddle over a couple steps away. He's like, "Lady of Silver, tell me more."
Oh.
Project your voice off to the side.
Vex will walk out with the crowd.
Same.
yeah, Valoray's just like right behind.
Just like my
Joseph is just instigating as best he can.
You know what? Good idea. Let's take this outside. She is the Moon Maiden. Good
I'm so
idea.
glad I turned him down because he's still loud even at 20%.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Del, at this point, would Silas and Evangeline still be exhausted from not sleeping the night before?
Did I not sleep?
No, we didn't really
not terrible.
that much. Yeah, like extremely broken.
So you guys
That's
are not
right.
still exhausted. You guys are not still exhausted. It's been about a week since you were at the you've been a week since you were at the border town.
Oh, okay.
God, there's just
As
so many people just
everybody's-
walking out.
Yeah, as everybody's filtering out, as after he's instigating, he's trying to talk to the blacksmith. It's like, "Hey, I'll pay you if you can just a little bit of copper."
He ignores you and walks out.
I got a better idea.
I'll help with the water.
Valen has a good idea without realizing he has a good idea. If someone takes us to the cleric, I'll stop talking.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Damn.
You know what? Okay. All right, guys. I guess that's how this is going. A young lady walks up and goes, "Will you shut the fuck up if I take you now?"
Yes.
Let's
What?
go.
Fuck it. At this point, fuck it. Let's go.
Fantastic. Shut the fuck up and let's go.
Wait, we're going now.
Oh my
Hold on,
god.
let me get everybody.
Right meow.
You see Drosseth run as like, "Hey, brother, we got it.
We need to let him talk more often.
Just give him his singing curse back.
Mm.
Don't worry, Brooke, I'm with you too.
It was never really a curse.
You really used it.
That
The
was
guide
just
told
his
me I
face.
couldn't talk. She didn't say anything about singing.
Oh, Jesus.
All right,
Flavio,
so
the gift
this
of gab.
this young lady is leading us towards the cleric's temple.
If y'all are ready to go, she will. Yes.
You want? Let's
As long
do
as
it.
somebody shuts
Go.
the fuck up.
Are we ready?
I mean,
Does
we're being
somebody
run
have a
now,
compass?
so my plans are out the window.
Does someone have a compass? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Does someone have their hand over
Also,
Valen's house?
this lady
No.
probably this lady more than likely has a compass as well. 'Cause
As long as it's going to lead us in the northeast direction, then she's taking us the right way.
yeah.
Valen's voice is the threat, so
Mm-hmm.
Alara probably walk behind Valen, say, just in case, tie a cloth around his mouth, leave it there until we're there.
Oh my god. So we are
All right.
making our way downtown.
Walk it fast.
I think we're making our way the opposite downtown.
So, You guys walk your half day to the chapel. You get there. It is barely lit. You see like maybe 2 people inside when you get to the steps. Are you going
Josh
inside?
will see the 2 people
Yeah,
going
let's go.
inside.
I'd say, do we want?
And he'll light his
Okay.
halberd. Everybody will see him look inside. He's like, he'll light his halberd.
Xander will be the first one to go inside.
I am a walking beacon of light.
So,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
assuming Laura can see in there, so.
I'm gonna get the whole story before we start murdering, but whatever.
you guys walk inside.
Not saying
And-
I'm going to murder, but I'm just like,
There's a priest in there who is talking with somebody who looks like his assistant. Oh, excuse me.
Looks like who? Sorry.
His assistant. And when they see you, they go, "Oh, can we help you, children? Are you lost?"
Is there any
We-
symbols around the church?
I haven't
Are there
been
what?
called child in a
Any
while.
symbols?
There's one building. It looks like it's a small house that they might live in.
Symbols.
Oh, symbols? No, none that you see.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Human, or what?
Yeah, he's human.
We're here.
Vex,
for
Vex,
water.
Vex will just look at hear that comment of child and just kind of chuckle to himself.
There's like no symbols whatsoever.
Not that you can see. No.
Jossif is going to lean over to Valen and he's going to be like, I can see him.
As my friend as my elf friend was talking about, we are here to discuss the water situation that this town seems to be under.
He goes, "Oh, okay. What about the situation? Water is scarce here in the desert."
And that's why we're asking, because we were directed to come to you for water.
I understand, but I can't do anything about that today.
I can. You got
Why is
any
that?
Y-shaped sticks or copper rods?
Go ahead, Brooke.
Why is that?
Because I'm worn out. I can't push myself much further as it is.
We were told that you were holding the only water source in nearby, anywhere near this village. You were holding it for money.
I'm not holding a water source. I create water for those that need it, but
Oh, there's no oasis?
he kind of gestures. Do you see one?
Insight. Fuck.
You know what? I'll roll it too.
I was gonna say that is a good thing.
Yeah, actually,
Nine.
yeah.
I got a 19, but I'm going to roll a d6 to add to it.
What are we rolling?
25.
Yeah, let me die my fucking ass.
Jossif is already looking
Not
around
good
for
enough.
copper and
Wait.
wood.
It's...
Wait, 25? Yeah, 25.
Okay.
I'll
So-
put my Sonics in there.
So the general consensus from all of you is he's not lying. There's no oasis in sight around here.
Okay.
It's where the villagers getting the information that there's an oasis.
I couldn't tell you. It could be a rumor from those that don't walk here to ask for a gift of life. It could be delusions. I couldn't tell you.
And
And
the
what was-
adventurer
and-
party that you sent to a cave.
I have had adventurers who come and ask me to help them create an oasis or this, that, and the other. And well, if I'm going to do things like that, I'm not going to do it with some of the monsters that live here living here. So I told them if they want to go and clear out the area, then that would help out some, and we can renegotiate that as part of the payment.
And
You say payment.
hang on, one moment. Did you kill somebody over this?
He looks confused. He goes, what?
Vexel, who had basically figure out whoever had the quest paper and said that we were told.
Because I don't know where, how, when, or why you would have been told that, but I have never taken someone's life.
You'll just see Drosseth stroking his horns and he'd be like, all I'm hearing is that there's an opportunity to kill stuff and payment.
Why is he stroking his horns?
Because he doesn't have a beard. He has horns.
I wouldn't say that. Horns. This would be horns.
There are little horns right along here.
I love that Tybe was like stroking your horns.
Would you rather?
I just saw him go.
Say scales. He starts stroking his scales.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So, in order to help this town have a much needed bigger water supply, you would need us to clear out the monsters that are here.
That was a deal I had with a adventurers group before, yes.
So where did you send them?
Does anybody have the exact wording I gave for the quest? Because I'll have it pulled up and saved right this second.
I feel like it was
very
take
to every
care
single
of
quest we go
the
on.
priest that was hoarding water.
And had
Yes.
killed somebody. That's why I brought that up. It's because that was specifically mentioned.
I don't have the exact wording, but there was mention of a priest hoarding a water supply in the desert, basically making people pay or do things for it that were, they shouldn't have to survive, and potentially allegedly killed somebody.
Okay, so
I wasn't making that up.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing as you was, Biggs. I was like, this isn't as easy as it seems. Hold
Yeah,
up.
this isn't just it's something ain't so straightforward here.
You guys are adventurers. Nothing is straightforward. Everything is curved lines and fucking circles.
I mean, if I had some copper and maybe a little bit of wood.
You said that his assistant is there, right?
Yeah.
Can I take a look at him to kind of get a gauge on like how he's like taking all this in?
I mean, he looks. So, mind you, it's after nightfall. He looks tired. He looks confused at some of your questions, and unsure at what it is that you guys are wanting to do or going to do.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask him what is he charging people for the water?
That depends on how much water they need and how much I have left.
You need a lot for a town. I mean, even for basic survival, you need a lot.
Here's the question:
town.
Why? Okay, and this is being said towards him. Why would a cleric who can see that this town is quite literally in shambles be charging the people for water?
Because not only do I have to make myself a living, but they're not whatever town you came from is not the only town that needs water.
If you don't mind me asking, what god do you follow?
He looks a bit surprised. Let me pull up the list I had for all this. Where is his notes? He follows Ishtar.
Do I know that one? Because I don't know that one.
I don't know if you would know that one.
Okay.
So, seeing how Xander knows about the quest that they were given, but the story that he's being told is differently. So, I'm going to try to kind of convince the group to go to this cave that he wants us to clear out. But as soon as we walk out of the door, as soon as they walk out of the door, I'm gonna tell them something else. So how this is gonna go is Xander is going to ask the cleric to kind of give us a general direction of where this cave is, so that they can go and take care of it if it means giving this town the water that they need.
Okay.
Does he like give them like a general like knowledge of where to go?
So if you're going to, are you asking the cleric where this cave is so you can go complete whatever that quest is, or what?
Yes, where the cave is.
Okay. It is a day's walk east.
Okay.
Okay, but why would we do that? We wasn't sent here to do that.
What we were sent here to do is already gone on its head.
We were sent here to take care of the water problem.
No. We were sent here to take care of the priest.
Matter of interpretation.
Taking care of the priest means
How do we get paid?
we will get paid when we get home.
We get paid when we've secured this town's water source.
The best solution right now is to clear out the cave so that the priest can make this oasis. And I think that's what we need to do.
We can do that. You can also let me have part of my solution first, and then we can also fight. It's a win-win for me, really. Solve the solution, and I get to fight. There's always more than one way to get water. It's just a matter of how deep you have to dig.
So, you guys want to ask about this cave, or what?
Yes.
I got one yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask about the cave as well.
All right, so the cave is a day's walk east. There are, all he says is there are effectively beasts that live in the cave that, should an oasis pop up, it will be drained and wrecked, because that has happened to what happened to the last ones that were here.
So I still need to do both, really. Or we make a new oasis, and all these monsters come right to me. I get to fight them all at once.
So are we kind of semi in agreement to go check out the cave?
I'm in.
Yeah, let's go.
Sure. I forgot that you had said you would fucking
Hey, that's right.
guard
like,
them.
man,
Holy
They've
shit!
been really quiet this entire time. No duh.
Wow, I forgot he was gagged. That makes it funny as fuck.
Are you
Okay.
all right? I can't hear you through this cloth. Are you okay?
Now I wonder if
Man.
Rye actually gagged him for real.
I did not do that. Not yet.
Not yet, she says.
So
Valen,
Del,
buddy.
would you kind of say that we've kind of exited the priest building and we're kind of starting to make our way over there?
Well, so here's the thing. It's getting late. So if you would like to start, like, you're gonna have to camp unless you just want to make your way there.
We can keep
Well,
outside.
there's a reason. There's a reason why I'm asking.
It's up to the group.
Okay, have we stepped out?
I mean,
Are we out of the temple?
Sure. Yeah, if you guys are done asking questions.
All right, so we step out of the temple. Go, Vander.
Xander is going to pull Volray to the side, and he's going to tell Volray that have basically the rest of the party kind of appear to be walking away, and Xander is going to go and spy on these two and see if there's something that they're not telling us.
Which two?
The priest and his assistant.
Who's the sneakiest of us?
I can literally go onto another plane and listen to conversations, so it's it's not even a competition.
But you've also already been found doing that once.
You can
Maybe
have,
something. Maybe
extra
something more.
wisdom.
Maybe something more conventional would be a better approach.
We do have somebody who's very sneaky.
I will say that the party is not listening in on this because Xander is pulling Volray to the side.
I was about to say, he did say he was telling Volray this.
Yep.
Oh, okay. My apologies.
I do.
Burning
I
this church
do make the
down, really.
suggestion of also having backup.
So,
Well,
do you guys start heading out?
We're
If that's what the
not
group's
yet.
doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, Valen will just start walking.
Okay.
Like he knows where he's going.
What kind of backup would Volray kind of suggest?
Having Vex be your backup and your second pair of ears in case anything goes awry.
Okay. So so Xander would kind of acknowledge and kind of agree and kind of get Vex's attention to the side and tell them that he is planning on spying on these two because he doesn't trust what they're saying, but he had to get the group away. So he had to get them to think that they were going to investigate the cave.
Okay.
And you can sneak. Well, he's going to basically just go tell him that the way he's going to do it is he's going to use his armor to go sit on another plane, and I just kind of just sit and watch, and Vex can just do whatever they want. I guess I'm not good at planning things.
Well,
Oh, I can figure something out.
if and in mid sentence he kind of looks over
It's just
at
them two
Vex.
to the
He's
side.
like,
Hang on. Was this between everybody or?
Nope.
No, it's just between them two.
Okay.
okay, sorry.
And with that, with that all getting settled, Xander's gonna tell Volray to tell them everything that's going on, but to not come back yet. And Xander's just gonna pop Ethereal and just walk back to the house.
Okay.
So at this point, Vex will establish his telepathic connection with Volray and try to sneak around to a back window or something.
Okay, so I need a stealth check from Vex.
Is Drossith aware that they're trying to do a thing?
I imagine you are read in after you're out of earshot of the temple.
Yes.
Okay.
Volray
Drossith
watches
is
the light.
being loud and obnoxious to try and draw as much attention as possible with the people who will also be loud.
Well, you're not supposed to draw attention. We're supposed to have them think that we're not there, so that they can discuss. They can.
I think his point is he's going to be loud walking away, so they hear him
Yeah.
walking away.
Okay, that makes sense then. I apologize.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna go hang out. We're gonna go kill whatever's in that cave, aren't we?
My whole thing is like I'm gonna be the center of attention. I'm gonna be very obvious. I'm gonna be annoying. I'm going to be like, it's like I'm gonna cause problems. Like I'm going to purposely troll and annoy the people at the church. I'm gonna talk shit. Anybody that's listening, they're gonna be a little bit annoyed and irritated and maybe a little bit angry at me. Their attention is on me.
Okay.
Alara is going to take that gag off of Valen and say, "You have been released."
Okay. So most of you start walking. At some point, you will have to sleep unless you're willing to try and take a exhaustion check.
Yeah, I'll sleep.
Yeah, I think
At
we're
some
gonna.
point- Yeah,
I'm
at some
gonna
point,
walk enough to where we can like camp up.
Okay.
I mean, the point is to act normal.
Okay. All right. So eventually, your friends come back, I imagine.
Yep.
And
yeah, that's fair enough.
you guys set up camp. So, who was going to do first watch for this?
I'll do it.
I'll do it with them.
Before we get too far in, with the understanding that I know that there's a couple people from coming from our group doing investigative things. Drossith will kind of situate our camp so that it's hard to look into, almost the same way that we did with the pouring rain, where there's just a lot of tents that are interconnected so that it's easy to pop into it from a stealth position.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. That works. Okay. So if you're doing first watch, I need a perception check.
So me, Eva, and Valen.
Whoever.
I got a 16.
I'll take second.
I was in, yeah, also.
All right. Let me know what you rolled.
For perception?
For first watch, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Use your actual dice type.
So 16 for Valen, 14 for Lauren. Who else was there?
Eva.
Okay.
For second watch.
Oh, for second watch. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were doing it first.
So for you two, aside from the fact that it's a new place and you're pretty confused at how the ecosystem works here, you don't see anything that is alarming.
I'll take third watch.
All right.
Good.
So who
Second
is
and
doing
third.
second watch? I know Tide's character is and Drossa.
Yep. Yo.
All right, so 3 of you, okay?
You need to roll, right?
Yes.
Rolling for? Nat 20,
Percep-
it doesn't matter.
Total still matters, yes.
Okay. Perception, 24.
24, okay. All right. So, same thing. It is a bit odd because here you're expecting a level of you guys are used to the forest animals. Where here it's much more when the sun goes down, like everything, like stuff starts coming out of the sand to hunt. Your normal desert creatures are dealing with stuff. Yes, Luke?
Next shift. It's snow, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take next shift too.
Okay. Actually, Subi, you see a little bit of red fire come across your vision suddenly.
Oh, Jesus.
And you hear, hey, you have Firewatch.
Fuck you, man. God. Oh, I will never unsee that.
Just gonna roll perception now.
Yeah, if you're on watch, roll perception. Go ahead, Subi.
Dice have been somewhat nice to me today.
Okay.
All right, guys, at this point, I feel like it's pertinent because enough of us have gotten this issue. Arisu, do not accept a friend request. Do not accept messages. Do not click on links. This person is messaged at least. I just got another notification. 4 to 5 people. Don't accept anything from them. They're a bot. We've already blocked them. Do not interact.
You already heated them from the Discord. But yeah.
Do not interact.
Fair. So yeah, there's enough of that. So this watch is all right. How does Silas react to like is this his first time being in a desert?
Yeah, I'd say.
How's he react to just random animals digging their way out of the sand to come hunt for shit?
A little freaked out.
How does he feel about camel spiders?
Oh God.
Yeah,
smacking him with the hammer,
snakes, like stuff like where you're used to. Like, okay, you walk across the desert, it's just sand. That's like there's your brain's there's so much shit under the sand. What's under my bed? Oh no. But other than that, it's calm.
Smash a couple spiders with my hammer.
Yeah, you got it. At least Xander hears some far off larger animals, but nothing of concern. So, who's doing fourth watch?
I am.
Okay, so Melbrum and Vori.
$17.
Where the fuck is it? Okay.
$24. So you guys get to watch all the animals going, fuck no, the sun's coming up, it's time to go to bed. You guys also get to watch you're probably just far enough that you can't make out fine details, but you do see in here that the priests pull on, there's a bell in the church tower. And they do light a couple things out in the field around the chapel that you guys can see.
Like a couple things.
You're just far enough. It's something on a stick. You can't get fine details. So, you all have gotten your long rest.
Yes. I've recovered by 1 damage from potato.
Your 1 potato damage.
That's what you get for eating a potato.
No,
He
I
didn't
didn't
eat
eat a
the potato.
potato.
That's what you get for tricking people to eat a potato.
I
But it
have,
was funny.
I have given people long-term PTSD from eating starch and potatoes in the desert.
We should make purple French fries.
We should.
Remember, they're only purple on the outside. They look like regular potatoes otherwise.
Perfect.
That's right. The best tater tots. We mix it in. It's like a gamba. So a lot of times, it's just fine. Every once in a while, you get a special treat.
So it's the next morning. You guys have about I don't know, a third of a day probably in walking to get there.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm fine, but I'm fanning the pelicans.
So I do need whoever is fucking holding the compass and going, this is the direction we're going.
Oh God.
To make a survival check.
All right.
I'll get him.
I
I'll give him
didn't have a
guidance
compass.
before he does
It's
it.
me. Oh, okay, well,
You get guidance.
survival. 22. What is?
Add a
what is guidance?
1d4.
1d4. Okay, cool. 26.
Nice.
26.
Like my guidance is like a pat on the back.
So
I rolled a 22 before, but 20.
There's a moment where you're like, God, I don't want to be my commander. And we're not going to get lost. You're like, we're going. It's a fairly straightforward walk. You get to the entrance of this cave, which is smoothly cut into the side of this.
It's bedtime.
Could be a
Bedtime,
mountain.
guys.
Could be.
Looks like we're fighting the dragon after all, guys.
It's
Right.
a mountain of some sort, but
It's
also
not
there's
ice
enough
dragon.
sand. You're not sure what it is. So
Hello.
you yell, and it does echo.
I mean, Xander just got to start walking in.
Okay.
All right, well, I think there are fights in that direction. You with me? Jugulk?
I'm ready.
That's all
I
you
feel
get.
like, is Drew still awake?
I'm here.
All right.
I muted my mic a while ago.
I mean, last time I did this, I got to fight a mimic by myself.
God.
Is anybody not?
Somebody
going
say
with
fight. Let's go fight.
Captain
I'm going.
Dumpster Fire here.
Oh, Balin's 100% going. I mean,
100%.
he's like the light bulb.
Alara's got to go. Someone's got to babysit.
What do you mean?
Don't
No
walk
babies
slowly
are
in the
sitting.
pipeline.
We go fight.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna have a great time
You guys start making your way through this cave.
downtown.
It is a massive cave, probably 40 feet wide, 40 feet tall.
Is there anything on the cave floor at all?
Stone.
Remains, anything?
Dirt.
So the first probably 45 feet, nothing. You then start finding a backpack, a shield, some clothes.
What's in the
Look at
backpack?
it. Yeah.
In the backpack,
Yeah.
some rations, some sheets,
I'm gonna consistently stay about 40 feet behind the rest of the group.
Are
Well,
there
you know what?
expiration dates on that ration?
Well, you know what, Del? I lost my backpack, so now I have a new one.
Hey, look, free backpack. Whoop.
You know what?
Do any of them say omelet? I mean,
One says omelette du fromage.
I give
Let there be
that-
daylight.
I give that one to Valen, who's like, "Here you go, buddy."
I'm casting daylight.
One of them
Okay.
says hot dogs, and it just scratched out says 5 fingers of death. Like, this one's for you, Silas.
So, anyways, as we're gonna keep going.
So, you guys get probably about 200 feet in there, and you keep finding more things like backpacks, clothes, shoes, couple bones there. Oh, I forgot to mention this. Tide, your cat thing, your cat skeleton.
Yes.
Do you have Find Familiar?
Yes. Well, I have because
Yeah.
I have a bird one. I have a skeletal crow that I have already. From that.
So as you start messing with stuff, you can effectively combine the skeletons to make a single one if you want. Make a Sphinx. Edward
Flying cat
thing.
I keep
Edward.
tossing bones towards Eva.
Just adding little ones in there.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Femurs, there's long bows. It's like I found
Your own griffin.
You don't want to.
I mean,
Full Metal Alchemist this thing.
found some phosphorus. I don't know what that means.
let me think about that.
Okay.
Hang on, Brooke. What were you saying about the owl griffin?
Oh, I was just saying, mixing the bones together, she can make her own griffin.
Mm-hmm. Like a cat and a bird together, or a cat and a crow.
Yeah, a Sphinx.
Del,
You effectively have Voltron here. You can make whatever you want.
I'm kind of curious. Are there any sickles on the ground?
No.
Among the weapons? Damn.
No. You find swords, you find pikes, you find axes, you find.
Do we find 20 kilograms of carbon, 4 liters of ammonia, 1.5 kilograms of lime?
Stop right now! But you're gonna get time canceled so fast that you keep going with that list. Stop right there.
Anyways, what list? Let's move on.
When you go answer your door in the next 10 minutes, turn your camera off.
We're here from the government. We're here to help.
Oh no, that won't be the government. That'll be Pinkerton. Flat out. You guys get about 300 feet in, and it goes from smelling like the desert to smell food. Cooked food.
Ooh. I'll follow my nose.
Me too.
Okay. Anybody not following their noses? Or following their friends' noses?
I'm following the toucan.
Yeah, I'm looking for some Fruit Loops.
Still behind.
Yeah,
Some Meat
we're gonna
Loops.
follow, but gonna follow behind. Not like, oh, look, food. It's like, oh, there's someone here. Let's keep our guard up.
I mean, I'm just thinking, this is goat, this is cow, this is something else.
Laura's gonna follow Valen. He got us here by talking, so.
Del, you're muted.
What can I say? I'm just a people person.
Yeah.
You follow your friends who are following their noses, and you walk into a cave, into a large room in the cave.
Ooh.
And there is a humanoid cooking and a dragon.
Does it react to the daylight that we brought with us?
No, because there's light in there.
Oh, okay.
What kind of dragon? I might add. Anytime I go, like I've got my halberd lit, but I'm just kind of pointing it. It's like, what kind of What are we looking at? What kind of dragon?
You were looking at
there's
a
a lot
brass
of-
dragon.
Del,
What?
what is? Can we tell
What?
him what he's cooking?
It appears to be steaks and meat of some sort, as well as just a couple of vegetables.
What kind of dragon are we looking at again? What'd you
Brass.
say?
Brass.
Brass.
Fire.
Does he? And have they noticed that we're here yet?
The dragon has and looks at you guys and just cool and starts looking at is looking at the dude cooking. Dude cooking is not paying attention.
Valen is going to walk over right next to the guy and just look down into one is cooking and have you added any salt?
You do that. And you know what?
At
You
the
know
same
what?
time, Jocelyn's
Hang on.
like, "Hi."
Hang on. Valen, roll stealth check.
What? Well, I'm gonna
Disadvantage.
fail that, but yeah, okay. Hold on, because I'm pretty sure I got a -2.
Or you have disadvantage too.
Oh no, I have a -4, so I rolled a 3.
A 3? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Joseph is loudly going, "Hey."
The stealth check was to see more if you scared him than anything else. He's like, he gets that weird, awkward, like you show up at the barbecue and nobody was expecting you look like, yeah, I seasoned my food. Who are you?
Hey
Wait.
guys, we got some Old Bay.
Wait. Hold on. Chaos. You don't have a -4 in stealth. You have a +4 in stealth.
What?
It was just at disadvantage.
Oh, well, it's too late now.
I was-
Right.
I was like,
Either
wait a
way,
minute.
You know what? Leave me alone. I have a 6 in intelligence. Okay.
-4 in stealth. That makes no sense.
Either way, you're below his passive perception. You don't scare him.
Math is hard.
So Dell, does is he like using both hands or does he have a free hand?
He has a free hand.
Okay, Valen's just gonna grab his hand with both hands and start shaking his hand like abruptly, being like, "It's nice to meet you. My name's Valen. How are you, sir?"
No, I got a meme for this.
I'm
Ready
trying-
for this. Hold on, I got a meme for this.
Now you know what? He's doing it.
Yeah, that one.
Cool. He is gonna do it. Awesome. As Valen is violently like, "Hi, how are you? It's good to meet you." He goes, "I'm cooking right now," and turns back to keep cooking.
So Joseph will walk up. He's like, "You got any time?"
It's 4:45.
I think
He says, "Fuck."
I think a little bit of rosemary would do really good on this.
Oh, how about some of those purple potatoes, Dross?
Oh,
my
I've got a little bit left, actually. And
Brooke, you know I had to do it.
He starts reaching for his bag. He's like, he can't quite get to his bag, and he's doing.
So the dragon, who is a large-sized creature with the way he looks, so he's like 10 feet by 10 feet on a grid square. To give you guys an idea of what's going on, the head comes down. He looks at you guys and he says, in common, "Who are you and what are you doing here?"
Hi, I'm Joseph. I'm There was a job. I'm just here to fight.
Okay, you're dumb. Anybody else want to answer me?
I will handle this.
There's a quest.
And you're dumb.
I got this. My name is Vex. You are sent to here, this area. Apparently, there was a problem with the water supply of a nearby town. Some priest was allegedly hoarding all the water, when apparently he was the water source. he wants to create. He's theoretically wants to trying to figure out how to create an oasis, but he's worried about the monsters in the area, so he sent us down here.
Okay, you're
Only
not
know we
making
know.
sense.
No, well, I'm telling you the truth.
Anybody else want to try?
Sure.
How long have you been his son? You know, I got a couple of
Okay, you
children.
need to stop talking.
I got a
What
couple
is
You're
he
of
loud
saying?
and
sons.
obnoxious.
Look, just
Do you want to see some drawings? And he pulls out. He's like,
Oh my
look what he
God.
did.
This is what happens when half the party has just dumb intelligence.
He did so good, and he starts like trying to show the
Okay.
dragon some of the drawings.
If the dragon goes to pick up Valen and Drossith, do they fight him?
He's trying to show him pictures.
Again, if the dragon picks them up, do they fight him on it?
Well,
And
Valen's
what-
not going to.
In what way am I being picked up in a way that he can
Grab.
look at the pictures closer?
like grab.
So he's just like, look at these pictures.
Cool.
They're so good.
So what happens
Like,
is
so
he picks up
it's-
Valen and Drossith and does this and goes and drops you both in a 10-foot tall vase and just doop, and goes, okay.
Not the jar.
Now
Not
that the
the jar.
talky ones are gone.
So what initially happens to paint a picture is like he's trying to show off the pictures like a proud uncle. And then he gets dropped into a jar and he's like, and then he starts putting the pictures into different parts on the exterior. Like he's trying to show off an exhibit.
All right. So he
And
looks at the
then
rest of the group and goes,
the ones that character's name I'll learn. Valen, I'll put the pictures that Valen made closer to his jar, and he's like, these pictures, they're so good.
so you're in the same jar. It is 10 feet wide.
I
15
was
feet
going to
tall.
say, are we in the same jar?
Yes, you're in the same jar.
Oh,
He looks at the rest of the group and goes, so now that the talky ones are gone, can somebody else make sense of whatever that one said?
No.
We're trying to just figure out a water source at this point in time.
You're in a desert.
Yep.
Deserts don't have water.
Well,
Debatable.
apparently this one did at one point. There was an oasis that kept getting wrecked, according to the cleric.
Charles.
And this part is more to the group than the dragon, who was being honest with us. Oh, mostly.
He kind of like looks at all and he goes, so he's not making sense. You're talking about a water supply in a desert. The talky ones are in the jar.
There's still noise coming out of the jar.
Oh yeah, but it's just the jar's over there in his brain.
Can I just kind of walk up to the dragon? Look, we're just trying to find another oasis for the town. What's the name of the town that we came from?
Starts with a Z. Hang on.
Zosir.
For that.
He goes,
Do you know any other oases anywhere around here?
I know plenty of oases. They pop up all the time when it rains.
Would
Do you
you
know what
be,
dousing means?
would you be aggravated if someone was to create another oasis in your territory?
Okay. So the dragon goes, 1 second, and puts a lid on said jar.
Thank you.
He goes, why do you need to create one? They happen every 4 months or so. And they tend to last long enough to survive.
Apparently, a priest is saying that there isn't one. There aren't enough of them to supply the surrounding towns with water.
And what? Where does he get off on thinking this? This has never been a problem.
That is information that if you would like to share, I'd perfectly be okay with listening.
I've been here for nearly a century, and I've never seen this problem before.
Then it may be a new problem because the town that we came from, there is no water for them to get anywhere except from the priest, who charges them an arm and a leg for it.
That sounds odd.
Can we ask him if he knows the priest that we saw right before we came here?
I mean, none of you got his name.
Nope, sure did.
Can I ask about the god that he said that he followed? If anybody else knows about that.
I mean, yeah, you can.
I mean, you said I didn't know. Does anybody else here?
The religious folks can roll a religion check and see if they know who Ishtar is.
Yeah. I have a question for the
Can I still roll?
No. You guys are in the jar of no talking.
Xander,
you can barely hear the conversation.
Xander kind of walks up because he was behind. He was in the back, and he asked the dragon. The priest told us that he sent a group of adventurers to this cave, and that they never returned. Do you know anything about that?
Well, about 9 months ago, there was a group of bandits that showed up and demanded that I give them their water back.
I mean, you do realize this is the monster the priest was talking about, right?
Yep, I'm putting that together.
If a party comes in and attacks
monster.
this glorious dragon right here, what do you expect to happen?
I'm nothing but a collector.
And you were doing a great job.
What do you collect?
And he turns, and you guys can see where he has the mast of a ship. He has various odds and ends of gold trinkets. He has a small like hoard thing. The normal. This is a hoard of things.
Hoard of vases.
He has vases. He has a lot of like handmade wooden like clocks. And some tapestries. A couple like large, like he actually has like hung on the cave wall, like tapestries seem to tell a story as well. He has a random crown sitting on top of a pedestal somewhere in there.
Say they for sale.
Actually, I would like to ask this dragon their name.
Do you speak Draconic?
No, but I can.
I do.
Yeah.
All right.
I also do.
So, hang on.
You're in a vase.
Those of you not in the not talking jar.
I'm actively trying to get out of the talking jar.
Hang on. Who speaks Draconic that's not in the jar?
I do.
Volry, Blue, and who else?
literally just have to use a spell slot, and I can understand what he's saying.
Well, the problem is he answers you in Draconic, which is too late to cast the spell.
Okay, that's fair.
Why am I in a jar? I'm
No,
not in a jar.
you're not.
Okay,
You're
I was
not.
gonna say I'm not in a jar.
So
Just-
Volry, Melbrum, and Eva speak Draconic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Does this mean I can fight now?
Not yet.
Not yet.
You can hit the jar.
I can't understand this lizard.
Don't break his jar.
Tell me when I get to punch it.
All he sees is just Drossith beating on the side of the glass. Is like, fight him, fight him,
Oh
fight
God.
him, fight him.
I was gonna ask, is the jar we're in or the vase we're in see-through?
No.
Oh, it's just dark.
No. Okay, then Drossith would have been a lot more desperate about trying to get out. He would have immediately knocked him first.
I cast fireball. No, I'm joking.
Oh God.
Fireball in a confined jar. Cool. Have you ever lit gasoline inside a jar? Do you know what happens in there?
I'm gonna bite you. Again.
Are you raging?
All right, so he answers in Draconic.
And then says in common, "And your name?"
My name is Xander Lunarian, and
Good.
and
Slim Shady.
I would humbly,
Yeah.
I like to ask you, since this is your territory, if you may help us figure out the Oasis problem that is for some reason causing this town to just fall apart.
He kind of bows his head and goes, Well, based on, and he looks down at the guy cooking and goes, Joseph, how long has it been since the last rain? Joseph pulls out a notebook and goes, About 5 months, sir. He goes, We should have had one earlier. The only way stuff like that gets changed is if somebody messes with the weather patterns.
Would you be able to use?
Because we just came here.
Would you be able to use certain items to change the weather? Preferably ones that look to be lit.
Any changes to the weather pattern would be fine. The problem is you need a large. We generally every 4 months or so get a large amount of rain that then makes the oasis.
One sec. Subi, pull your microphone out of your nose. We don't need a wind tunnel.
I look. I was waiting to like drop a punchline to hear him snort. Just.
It's literally like right here, and all I hear is.
Yeah, but it's better than like last game. It was like so far in his teeth. I thought he was gonna fucking become a fucking chipmunk.
There's a pilot microphone.
There's pilot microphone, then there's hey, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck, motherfucker? Like Jesus fuck, I can hear your teeth moving.
You kind of see Xander kind of cross his arms and kind of. There's a little bit of pacing as he kind of. It's like a talking to himself, saying that there's two different stories, and both parties seem to be telling the truth about each story.
Yeah, the only difference is the whys. The whys are what's not actively being told the truth on.
So while
one
they're
side we have a dragon that's just chilling in a cave. The other side we have priests that are kind of iffy.
They're new too.
Stella, I have a question. How long was that quest on the board?
What do you mean?
Like, was it
how long? Was it a new quest or an old quest?
Oh.
How long has it been on the board?
It had been on the board for. You'll pull up that list. It had been on the board when you guys grabbed it. It had been on the board for 4 weeks.
Oh,
roughly.
So that would have lined up with the timing of when the next Oasis should have been forming.
About.
Del, can I ask you something? And this might just end up being player knowledge. Do dragons kind of have like a magical sense, almost like divine sense, but can sense like magic stuff going on?
The answer is yes and no.
Okay.
That depends on the age, the color, and where the dragon lives, for the most part.
How about this? Xander's going to turn to the dragon and kind of ask, if we were to lead you to this cleric's temple, would you be able to know if the cleric was doing something to mess with the weather pattern?
Ooh. He responds, goes, I don't think I could tell you if he's messing with the weather patterns, but I could potentially tell you where the nearest oasis should be, and if there's anything there that should be causing problems. Can those of you in the jar roll me a strength check, please?
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one. Hold on, let me see.
Can I?
So, anyways, not Valen. Xander's going to continue and kind of basically say, well, whenever if you would not mind taking us there at any time and point when you are ready to, it would be very appreciated.
Okay.
Can I roll assistance?
No, you're both rolling a strength check separately.
I did my roll for religion for blue.
Okay. All right. So between the two of you, like the rest of you are watching the jar start to do this, and it goes to tip over, and the dragon catches it with his tail, and kind of pulls them up, and then dumps them out, and goes, "Please stop talking," and puts it back. He goes, "Look, I'll be happy to take you. Let me eat. Let's rest for the night, and first thing in the morning, we'll go out and investigate this. How's that sound?"
Sounds like a plan to me.
Xander would kind of do like a polite bow and thank him for both the assistance and for obviously the food and shelter.
Joseph
far away
will
from the-
look over at him, and then he'll look at Drugolp. He's like, "Can we spar?"
Always ready.
He's got a lot of fragile things around.
So the dragon goes, "Jonathan, can you get the spare guest things?" And he goes, "My name is Joseph, but yes."
I just, if we're not doing this for serious, I just, I'd like to play around a little bit. Can we spar a little bit?
The dragon picks up a stake and goes, "No."
If you want to spar, do it outside and not with this dragon's thing, and not near this dragon's things.
Valen's gonna dust the tapestries.
The tapestries are like 20 feet off the ground.
He has wings.
How many he wants to?
I mean, for a minute.
So
he's gonna look at the dragon's like, sparring's gonna happen either way.
I will say this. I believe two of you have to go to work tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is a good spot to end, where the next morning we will be escorted via dragon back to the chapel. So.
Yep.
While Tide looks like she's trying to figure out which star goes in which constellation.
You're muted.
I said that's not what I'm doing at all. Leave her a D&D channel if there's any live. Actually, there's two.
So I believe Brooke won't be here next week, right?
Correct.
And then Drew, do you work next week?
No.
Okay. So Brooke will be the only one not here. Brooke, have fun at your thing. Don't get too stir crazy with crazy people.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something.
It could be worse.
Hopefully you feel at least a little bit better by then.
Right.
I should be off my medication by then, and I can actually fucking finally drink.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right,
on the bright side, at least you're not being dragged to Vegas.
Yes. I've only had one drink this entire year.
Oof.
Ooh.
Yes,
Wow.
Give me a number between 1 and 50.
7.
No, I got it. Since it's 3.141519.
I said Dell.
I mean, I'm gonna go with Blue's answer because I was thinking 7. I was like, fuck it, 7. Whatever the fuck she's gonna say, the answer is 7.
Now you go with fucking pie, you bitch.
It's National Pie Day.
I know it is. I had my gremlins working on that today.
But how many of you ate pie today?
I did not.
Sadly,
No.
not.
Yep.
I don't
see?
even have any
See?
pie.
See? You fucking
Did-
heretics.
Didn't
Don't
celebrate.
like pie.
I mean,
Pizza
me
is
and,
pie. Pizza is literally pie.
me and Rye haven't went to bed yet, so.
Well,
Still
if pizza
time.
counts, I had pizza.
Okay.
I had Borker.
What?
Borker.
Is he fucking speaking English right now, or is he broken?
He's saying burger. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Said
burger.
Borger.
Borker.
We had Chinese.
Ooh.
All right, guys. So we are going to raid a random D&D group, number 7 on the list. They are called Single Step Gaming. Their caption
Singles
says
do what now?
Single Step Gaming is their title, their name.
Not singles do something.
Singles
Their thing says
gaming.
day 319 in a pirate ship.
Oh.
That sounds like scurvy waiting to happen.
Right.
All right, guys.
That sounds like a great opportunity to harass.
Right. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. We will see you next Friday for another session of D&D, and we will see you on Monday for either Monster Hunter or Dead Space. So we'll figure that out later.
I think Tide should play VR Phasmophobia.
No.
Yes.
No.
I think that space is scary.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. Have a great night. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Doo-doo.
You know, I'm really proud of you guys. No one made a step brother joke.
Jesus.